Yeah, well going, good people. It's your boy Tawanda here. Um, I don't quite remember what I was talking about in the last video, but today I'm going at something completely different. So anyway, I've got a bit of a story to tell. A few weeks ago, I lost my contract. So if you've seen my previous content, I've got some videos that I used to shoot while driving a truck because I was working as a delivery driver. So, yeah, the people that I was working with decided to put an end to my contract, and I've been out of work since. And I think it goes without saying what that sort of situation can entail in today's economy. Yeah, but anyway, I've been sort of conflicted lately uh, about looking for, a job where I have to trade my time for money. And this is something that has always been very conflicting for me. I've always sort of looked at it as I will do this temporarily and I will then work on side hustles that potentially will replace my time time for money income 9 to 5, which is what everyone does, which is what conventional society accepts as normal, and obviously not, because everyone, or most people, the majority of humanity who have experience with this 9 to 5 thing know that it's not fulfilling, it's not normal. The human body does not like it at all. And yeah, I think that goes without saying. So in as much as I am in dire straits for money, and which would be very ideal if I was like some famous YouTuber, but unfortunately I'm not. I've only got like my videos that I do solo, and but anyway, as I always say in my video content, I'm not really doing this for. It would be great if it happened in such a manner that I could monetize the content that I'm making and have that money help me now, but I mostly do it for posterity reasons. That's the way I always do. So I'm not always constantly looking to create content, looking to be out there, and that sort of thing. But anyway, I still do hope to make more, and I still do hope that what I say, what I do, my ideas and my thoughts that I share will at, at least help some at some point in their life. But anyway, yeah, I have not been working, and I think there's a thought that I wanted to connect there. Thinking about getting a 9 to 5, being conflicted. So I've sort of been looking for other ways of making money that do not involve me being at a certain place at a certain time, exchanging my time for my money. It's obviously sort of one of those things, easier said than done. You go online, there's so much information, everyone is talking about, oh, you can make a lot of money doing this, you can make a lot of money doing that. And obviously, I think the key to that, and what most people will say, is to filter out everything else and pick one thing and just stick with it, and see if it produces results. So what I've been doing lately is sort of, I've been working with artificial intelligence. I don't think I have commented on artificial intelligence in my. I might have touched on it because I'm pretty sure that's the sort of topic that I like talking about. But so artificial intelligence, we're in 2026, and artificial intelligence is a big thing. Everyone is talking about it. The content, even on most social media platforms, is all created by artificial intelligence. Uh, People are using it in many various different ways to make money, even. And some are making millions of dollars using artificial intelligence. And for me, it's just sort of been this thing of, oh, I'm not, I can't say I'm not productive, because obviously there are other things. I've got a biltong business, I sell biltong. I also detail cars whenever I get someone's car that I can work on. I'm also working in the gig economy just to make up a little bit of of money, but it's not obviously a stable income that I can completely rely on, which then stands as a law for you to go back, like, or for me, speaking for my own circumstances, it's a very strong law for me to just get another contract or just get another job where I have to exchange my time for my money. But then, ever since I started trying to research more and learn about this artificial intelligence thing, it has opened my eyes to sort of a different perspective on the whole thing. I went into it looking to replace my income, but instead it gave me a perspective shift on how to look at the whole income thing. It gave me a perspective shift, and I'm sort of looking at it differently now. People will always think if you don't have a job, you're a bum. It feels like that. Like, look at me. I feel like a scrub. I'm not working. I don't have a job, but I spend most of my time doing this, creating content, and on my computer, learning about artificial intelligence. And believe me, I have actually done some crazy, insane things with artificial intelligence. And this is coming from, I don't know about these things. Like, I'm not a computer whiz. Yeah, I'm okay around technology. I'm not a complete rube. I can work around, technology and stuff. And like what I always say, every human being has an infinite amount of potential to learn. So if it's something that you're just willing to learn, you just sort of put your mind to it and learn about it, you can work, So that's what I've been doing. What I did basically is, so the thing is, like, I try to avoid sounding like I'm trying to push anything towards people or anything like that, because that's not what I'm about. But of course, uh, it does help as well to let people know what I've used, what I've done, and that sort of thing. And I think I will actually make a video, and that's the point of this video, actually, because I have a project that I want to work on. So, in as much as it goes, just to put it in short, if you're completely oblivious of this artificial intelligence thing, you don't even know what it is, you just, or maybe you've just been using ChatGPT, sort of like Google chat assistant, to just ask questions about things you don't understand and so forth. Yes, it works like that, but then there are certain ways to use these things, because what they are basically are tools. And this is an argument that I will carry through many things that we as human beings start to perceive in a sort of different way, or what's the word I'm looking for? in an obscured way, the same way we as human beings look at money. Even money is just a tool, and that doesn't resonate with a lot of people because um, our psyche has been taken over for us to look at money as if it's the actual uh, thing of or object of value. We value money more than we value what it can get you. Like, whereas money in itself is just supposed to be, an astute object that serves no other purpose except to be exchanged for actual objects of value. And I don't know, like I feel like why human psyche has been taken over, and these concepts, it does not only apply to money only, it applies to everything. And like what I'm saying now, to the artificial intelligence thing, we might look at it as yeah, it's something that's come to take over humans' jobs, or we do not have an open perception of actually gathering information on what something is and what it is supposed to do. The same way we all use money, like every human being on the planet uses money. Money has a major role in every human being's life, and yet a very few people actually know or understand what it is. So it's a same sort of thing that I'm seeing happening with this artificial intelligence thing. And I sort of had that similar attitude at first, until I had no other option but to learn about it because I was curious on it. And the funny thing is, I was trying to, how it happened for me, I'll describe exactly how it happened for me. I was trying to get remote work. So there are remote work platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. So on these platforms, you get sort of, I had signed up for these platforms way back in 2021. And that's the funny thing, that I had actually gone and tried something and did not see it through, and the accounts were just sitting there for me. So I went on one of there are many platforms now where you can sort of take AI courses and learn, but they're not all equal. Some are better, some are, I can't speak for a certain platform for you to learn artificial intelligence, but I will say I personally, I used a platform called Jobscape. It's not the greatest. I've tried Coursive as well, and you have to bear in mind that all these platforms actually cost money. They will charge you a subscription fee, and the subscription economy is like everyone is charging a subscription. That's how everyone is making money. But anyway, these platforms will charge you money for you to take courses on them. I am yet to find free platforms, like completely free platforms that will teach you AI in an effective manner. And I can't even speak to what an effective manner is because this thing is very new. Like it's a relatively very new technology, and we're all trying to learn more about it. And I just went with Job Escape because it fit well into my pocket. In simple terms, that it was the pricing for it was perfect for me. It was not too expensive, and for what I got out of it, I'm actually very happy. And again, like I said, I do not speak for any platforms. I'm not advocating for any platforms or anything like that. But yeah, the value for money for Job Escape and what it has taught me so far. And this is the thing as well with learning anything, especially in this day and age when it comes to new technologies. Learning is a never-ending process, and that's another sort of human mindset thing that I think personally I will blame it on conventional education. Conventional education goes, oh, you're gonna go to grade 1, 2, da da da. it's a test and scores system. Your numbers are your years of training are numbered, your tests are numbered, your scores are numbered, and all that sort of thing. And it makes it feel as if education has got a certain level where you say, oh, now I'm done with education. But I personally believe that education is an ongoing process, and like I said before, human beings have an endless capacity, potential to learn, and it's a simple choice, a simple individual choice for you to choose to use this capacity to learn, to put this capacity to learn to good use. Anyway, I think I've blubbered so much, but anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm currently jobless. I'm not going to work. I don't have a stable income. I have sort of here and there the sort of things that I do, but I don't have like a stable standard income that I can rely on. And at the same time, I am very conflicted over getting a 9 to 5 or going back to work for time, to exchange my time for money, because it just doesn't work, especially with my vision, my dream, or the things that I really want to achieve in my life, the things that I do pray and hope that I will achieve in my life, the goals that I really, really, really hope I will achieve. It won't happen if I stick to the 9 to 5, and I've realized this a very long time ago. But it's just that yes, that's another point that I wanted to make, that it's when you are in the 9 to 5, even if you acknowledge that this is not what I want to do, I need to get away from it. It is designed in such a way that you don't really have any more time, any more energy past the 9 to 5 for you to focus on anything that will pull you out of the 9 to 5. You might be able to supplement it effectively, but in most cases it's very difficult for you to then pull yourself out. And I sort of I'm not intrinsically an optimist or whatever, but I'm sort of looking at this thing as it happened as an optimal opportunity. Being pulled out of the 9 to 5 in such a harsh way, like no one likes to be fired, no one likes to hear that their contract has been cancelled, they've lost their contract or whatever, however way you want to term it. No one likes to hear that. It's always a nasty revelation, and it can, affect people in many different ways. And it has affected me in this way, that I still do feel very pressurized and very depressed for not having something stable to look at it as a source of income. But then at the same time, it's sort of like a wake-up call for, oh, you've been stuck in this place. You're saying you wanted to get out of it, but realistically, it's very hard. You have managed to sort of, what was the word I was just using? Supplement. And that's now I'm stuck on supplements alone. I don't have the main source of income. I'm stuck on supplements. But you now have to actively work on something that pulls you out of trading your time for your money, which is what I've been trying to do with artificial intelligence. I have mentioned the sort of, I will maybe make a video showing the actual steps of, but then, like I said before, it might start feeling a little bit like marketing content. But then that's how the world is. We'll make showing what I have done so far. I've created shops on Shopify. I have created websites. I've seen, I've listed products in a Shopify store. I've got several Shopify stores that are live. I'm still working on getting traffic to them, which seems to be a little bit of tricky part, or rather where I'm feeling a little bit stuck, mostly because I don't have money to spend on advertising, because this is the part when you would need to start advertising whatever you're selling on other platforms, or use the following that you already have on your existing platforms. But I do not have much of a following on any platforms at the moment. But the AI thing actually says, or there is a lot of word out there that says artificial intelligence can even help you in creating advertising content. It can even help you in creating faceless accounts on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you can use those to advertise whatever products you're selling. My personal choice has been dropshipping, because I do not want to be handling freight and that sort of thing. I already have that sort of business model happening at the moment for other things, Biltong included. I make it here, but yeah, my choice of business has been dropshipping. So yeah, that's where I'm at, trying to get traffic to go to my shops. But that being said, I've had a brilliant idea of how I can utilize the tools, the AI tools that I've learned how to use, that I at my disposal, or use other ones that will work better for what I want to achieve. So I've always been a recorder. I record videos, not as much as I would like to, but I record videos. I used to record video journals, and I also make, the videos that I make for my YouTube channel. But I also write a lot. And when I say write, I mean ink on paper. So I've got pages and pages like this of my entries. These are journal entries. These are just things that I wrote down, thoughts and all that sort of thing. So I've got like pages and pages and pages of them all over the place. This is also how I created my main idea, Project Walking on Water, which is the name of my YouTube channel, which is why I do all these things that I do, which is why I'm even sitting in front of a camera right now, talking to a camera, in hoping for an audience at some point in the future. I do this for what is called Project Walking on Water. I will go more in depth in a different video on what really Project Walking on Water is. But in a nutshell, Project Walking on Water to me means changing the lives of many, many underprivileged people in my home country, in Africa, in Zimbabwe. If I can begin there. So it's one of those things where you look at major world problems like world hunger. We all know that world hunger should not exist, not in the world that we live in today, but it does anyway. So Project Walking on Water is, and that's why I named it Project Walking on Water. It's like doing something that is seemingly impossible. Like, how can you walk on water? So it's creating systems that eradicate the core problems. Like, you see attempts on solving world hunger being food aid coming from thousands and thousands of kilometers away, which only is a band-aid solution. So Project Walking on Water to me is creating permanent solutions to the problems that are ailing marginalized African societies, and creating education systems that teach people, especially from a young age, educate young people from a young age on the most important things, not just conventional European education that we all we all are products of right now. No one can look at the world and say we're very proud of what the world looks like at the moment. Still acknowledging all the great things that have happened in the world, but the world still has tons and tons of room to be a better place. And to me, in a nutshell, that is what Project Walking on Water is, making a world better place. But yeah, I will go more in depth on what that is all about. But anyway, like I said, my next AI project now is all these journal entries. This was a different one. This is from way back. This is like from 2020, and this is from like 2021 going forwards. And I've got like all these pages that I do my entries, my journal entries, is in like writing with pen on paper. I do all these entries. I've got Project Walking on Water talked and I've got this book with the title Project Walking on Water. This is sort of a progress report of what we have done, what I've been doing, the plans, how I've laid it all out, where it all began and that sort of thing. So like, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that I've written down. So what I want to do, my next project with AI is I'm going to scan all the pages. Apparently you can scan your written words, your written stuff on paper, scan it, and it interprets all the texts and it brings it out as any format document that you want it in. So I can create a PDF, I can create a Word document and all that sort of thing. But not only can artificial intelligence do that, it can also take all this information. It can, what's the word for it? It can optimize all the information, because I use dates and all that sort of thing. It can optimize that all this information and compile it into one solid document. So what I'm hoping for is a book, because it's a lot of pages, and I've got some even on my computer that I type in. So I'm just going to compile. I'm just going to get the artificial intelligence to compile all that information and optimize it and create a biography of me, because that's what most of this information is. It's mostly about where I came from. It's all mostly about what I've been about for the past however many years I've been recording this stuff, and I'm hoping it will compile a biography for me, a legible biography. And I don't know if anyone has done this before, but I'm hoping it creates something really great and be the first biography created with the assistance of artificial intelligence. And obviously, like anything else that I'm doing for Project Walking on Water, I hope it brings a lot of income. Anyway, since I'm a jobless bum who's not going to work, I've got a lot of time on my hands, more than many. I will be creating more and more content, and mostly on this artificial intelligence thing that I'm on, and I'll let you know how it goes. I'll let you know how this project of turning my journal entries and all my stuff into a biography turns out. So yeah, let me get to work, and I will see you in the next one.